Hello there, neighborinos. Um, Thought I would look through some of these lore tabs and read to you a little bit. Please pardon my voice. I know it's a little nasally. Hopefully, it's. Personally, I can't really clean it up because I don't have any audio modification software. So, I can't really fix that. But, hope you'll bear with me. I'll try to make this as painless as possible. Um, so, one thing I've been kind of pondering is whether or not someone had to die. And just going by two of them in particular, I got the feeling that yes, somebody did. If it wasn't going to be Cade, then somebody else was going to die anyway, even if it was you as the hero. Ones I'll be looking at today are Truth Tinkered and No Heroes Here. Out here, those who craft their own fate see tomorrow, while they who depend on faith rarely make it through today. Excerpt from Lagrange's translations of writings and observations from the Tangled Shore, fall in text. If you had not heard of the machinist before, know that others had. While her crimes may not live in infamy in the hearts of city dwellers, the reef and its awoken know all too well her long reign of terror. Alicris, the bandit they call her. Alicris, the scourge, the scorned machinist, tinker lord of a houseless crew. But should those names be new to your ears, there are others who you trust who have felt the pain of her vile campaign. Ask your Arak of the machinist's deeds. Ask him about the siege of Iran, the hijacked ship, its stolen contents, and its guardian protectors lost or captured at the hands of the scorned. Speak to your vanguard of the Solus descent. More guardians felled and an armory stripped of its cash. The lonely dreg who challenged tradition only to be cast aside. The lowly dreg who found her own strength in a troubling bond with a forsaken kin. She grew strong as an outcast, grew mean, then found her purpose with the guidance of a preacher of sorts, and a new, more driven crew. Now then, the questions you must ask yourself. Had you known of the Baron's deeds? Had you heard tell of the machinist's crimes? Could you have changed the path tread from there to here, from yesterday to today? Better yet, your vanguard, your factions, your friends, your allies. What all have they kept from you? If they spoke not of the scorned barons, if they issued no warning, is it because they simply did not see the full scale of the danger? Were they too distracted by wars within wars and interests of their own to issue the guidance needed for you to see the shore for the threat it has always been, perhaps giving guidance that may well have saved countless lives, or at least one life in particular? Every inch of ground beyond the city walls is dangerous. Safety not guaranteed, and of all the inches across every world in this dead and dying system, none are harder than every single inch of the tangled shore. This is not simply untamed space. It's worse. It's outlaw territory, where the worst of a bad lot come to find their fortune, ply their trade, or simply run from their sins. No one who has ever walked the shore's broken stone has come back clean. Out here, you've got to break the rules just to get by. Oh, your moral compass? You better hope it's on the fritz, because doing the right thing will only get you killed. Unless you're strong enough to do it the wrong way. So walk tall. Locals can sense the meek. Stand firm. Backing down will only see you trampled. and aim true. Each miss could only be your last. Otherwise, go home. Sure ain't no place for heroes anyway. I think between those, they just kind of tinker with the idea that somebody was going to die. And I guess in a way, it wasn't just it wasn't just our favorite hunter that passed on, but it was our sense of value, of justice, of meaning that passed on too, if you could think of it like that. As one thing that could very well be proven was we went out there not for justice, or even to do the right thing. But we wanted vengeance. Plain and simple. Play through that campaign enough times and you can see that it's a story about vengeance. That's one of the things that made this campaign far more relatable than any of the others. Because vengeance is something we all know. May not be for something as extreme as this, but we all know what it means to want vengeance for something. Whether it be for a former friend's transgression against you, or something as simple as a scorned lover. We all understand the idea of vengeance. We all understand that sometimes we'll end up doing the wrong thing for the right reasons, or the wrong thing for the right reasons. And that's really all about there is to it. Because trusting in this, trusting in the world around you, isn't as easy as it seems. Being a good person, trying to be a hero, isn't as easy as it seems. It takes work. It takes dedication. And most importantly, as we all know now, it takes sacrifice. But when are you going to be ready to perform that sacrifice? That's a question you've got to ask yourself. But I will leave you to answer that moral quandary yourself. If you liked it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. And if you did, please explain to me why, I guess. Because I'm still small, I want to be able to try to make the channel a little bit better, day by day. So, yeah. And don't forget to tell me how much you hate me for playing a game you hate. Bye-bye.